GPU market has certainly been heating up as of late, hasn't it? Oh yes, we've been seeing price drops everywhere, tons of inventory available here in the US as well as overseas, miners ditching their cards on websites like eBay, and now we are seeing a official price drop on the MSRP of top-end NVIDIA 30 series cards. At least that's the current rumor circulating right now, and it's actually already started to show up on various websites. And before we get out of here, we're also going to talk about Company of Heroes 3, system requirements, release date, and when you can expect to play that. So yeah, let's get into it. But first, today's video is brought to you by SuperCDK.com, where you could save money on games for all of your favorite platforms, as well as software like Windows 10 Pro licenses for just $22, and then you can unlock the prestigious Dark Mode for Windows 10, which I honestly could not live without. It is blinding without the dark mode. You guys need it in your life. And now you can also save an additional 25% off at checkout by clicking Buy Now on any software products over there. Just go ahead and add it into your cart and put in my code JP25 at checkout and apply, and that'll bring our price from $22.44 all the way down to $16.83, a savings of over $5. And I'll walk you through how to get your key and install it on Windows 10. Go ahead and click Submit Order and complete your checkout from there. For me, that's going to be with PayPal, and then click on Pay Now. After completing the checkout, it'll bring you to your purchased order page, and it will update in a matter of seconds, or just go ahead and hit F5. Go ahead and do that one time. It came through literally immediately. I got the payment email that it had gone through and the delivery of the product exactly at the same time. Once you're done with that, go ahead and click on View Keys and Codes, and we'll get our code right here that we can go ahead and copy and paste in on Windows 10 by hitting the Start button and type in the word Activate. When you see that activation settings or see if Windows is activated, go ahead and click on that, and it'll bring up this right here, and click on Change Your Product Key or Unlock Windows 10. As I already have Windows 10, I obviously don't need to put in a new key, but just paste it in and then go ahead and click Next, and you are all done and set. For more information on SuperCDK.com as well as the coupon code, be sure to check out the links down in the description below. First up though, the RTX 30 series, particularly their higher-end cards, 3080 upwards, are set to be getting an official MSRP reduction as early as someday this week, or it could be next week, and this has already started to show up on some online e-tailers like eBay, as well as Best Buy. Best Buy being an official partner of NVIDIA that is able to actually sell Founders Edition cards directly through their website and in stores, one of the very few stores that actually offers Founders Edition cards, as they are official partners with NVIDIA, as I said. And at some point early on in the 30 series life cycle, when nobody could get cards and everyone was really mad about it, NVIDIA more or less shifted to selling their Founders cards exclusively through Best Buy and maybe a couple of other brick and mortar stores, but mostly through Best Buy, as their online ordering was shut down entirely early on in the 30 series life cycle. So let's go over to videocards.com, where they have a list of the new MSRPs, which are rumored to be taking effect very, very soon, according to BenchLife, who leaked this out from reliable sources. And we could see here that the 3090 Ti is getting the biggest reduction of all, which is not really too surprising, dropping it down from $1199 to $1499, and the 3090, which was previously $1499, will come down to $1299, which seems more of in the wheelhouse of reasonable, I guess. The 3080 Ti, I really wish that was coming down to $1,000, which I think would be a fair-ish price for that compared to the 3080, but it's only come down to $1099, so only a $100 price reduction there for the 3080 Ti, which I'm currently using in my system. Awesome card. And the RTX 3080 12GB is showing a new MSRP of $799, while it still has the 10GB version listed at $699. And as you can see here, there's no mention of new MSRPs for the lower tier cards on the NVIDIA 30 series, which is kind of unfortunate, but the top-end cards definitely really did need this price reduction quite a bit. And as they've highlighted over here on video cards on sites like, as I said, Newegg, Best Buy, they've already started to show some official price reductions on here, bringing cards down, even like custom variants, like this Gigabyte GeForce RTX 3090 Ti selling for $1499 with a really nice custom cooler, and pretty much all of these 3090 Ti's, all $1499, even when the EVGA ones with the really sick cooler, all the prices have been coming down on these cards, which is Obviously awesome to see, and the same case is here with, what is it? This is Best Buy in dark mode. I didn't even know Best Buy had a dark mode. That looks fucking slick like that. Definitely switching my Best Buy website preference to dark mode. Could be a browser extension. But either way, the price cuts are awesome, and it's evidence of everything that's been going on with in the market lately. Oh, that was EVGA website. That was not Best Buy. That makes sense. This is Best Buy here. So yeah, everything that's been going on lately with crypto crashing, NFTs biting the dust literally, and just yeah, I'm honestly really glad to see this happening with, especially the NFT stuff. That I just kind of laughed about from the beginning, and that bubble did not last very long at all. And it always sounded really stupid to me, even though I completely understood what NFTs are and how they work. I get it. Most people don't, I think, at least regular people that aren't techies. They just like, what do you mean you own digital goods? Like, they just didn't even understand, and they thought it was stupid, which, honestly, in their case, ignorance may have been bliss, except for some people that had more money than sense. So, awesome, though, that we're getting price drops here across the board on the higher-end 30 series cards, and maybe we'll see the lower-end cards coming down as well. And this is all, like I said, evident in the fact that the crypto crash, the cards being dumped, tons of inventory available from NVIDIA, who's been left holding the bag here quite literally as they've been churning out GPUs left and right for these miners, and now they have tons of them that they have to go ahead and get rid of. And this is also evident by the fact that they recently announced that they're going to be pushing a game bundle, just like AMD also revealed, as they are putting out their Face Your Demons bundle, where you can get not one, not two, not three, but 4 games. Well, they listed as 4 games. 2 of them are really just DLCs for Doom Eternal. But the Face Your Demons bundle comes with Ghostwire Tokyo, Doom Eternal, and then the Ancient Gods Part 1 and Part 2 for Doom Eternal, which I believe were like Season 1, like story mission content, that type of stuff. So basically DLC, just to add on to the campaign of Doom Eternal, which is awesome. Great little bundle there to get 2 solid titles. Ghostwire Tokyo is not my bag, baby, but it might be your bag, and if you pick up a 30 series card, you can get yourself a couple of free games and expansions for that. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on all these MSRP price cuts on the NVIDIA cards. I think it's a great thing. Next up, system requirements for Company of Heroes 3 have been revealed, and we also recently got an official release date for Company of Heroes 3. The real-time strategy World War II game will be coming out on November 17th, and there seems to be a strong emphasis on the Africa campaign, which is really cool to see. I don't think Africa in World War II really gets enough attention when it comes to films, video games. I mean, we've definitely seen it. Sniper Elite did an Africa campaign. I remember Call of Duty 2 way back in the day and had a section that was set in Africa. And yeah, there's been films, but it's not focused on as much as, let's say, the Western Front and, the Pacific and all of that stuff. But it's always cool when you kind of get to see it from different perspectives. And Company of Heroes, one of my favorite RTSs, probably really one of the few RTSs I actually do enjoy playing. So I'm looking forward to this coming out. I remember Company Heroes 2 was very, very demanding back when it first came out. I think I was running a 3570K back then, and it was brutal on that processor. So I would definitely heed the recommended requirements here when it comes to CPU and not just think it's overkill. So on the minimum side here, they mentioned that you will need Windows 10 64-bit, an Intel Core i5-6400 or Ryzen 5 1400 for the CPU, which seems fairly modest, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and then on the GPU, a GTX 950 or an R9 370, 2 gigabytes of VRAM, and 40 gigabytes of hardware storage. So hard drive storage. I said hardware. It is hardware, though. Your hard drive is hardware, technically. So not too demanding on the GPU side of things, which is really what I expected. Even, Company Heroes 2 for its time was not particularly GPU demanding. It was the CPU that got absolutely raped. On the recommended side, again, Windows 10. I fear the day when I see Windows 11 on a recommended requirement. I do not want that travesty on my PC. For the CPU, they recommend an i7-8700 or a Ryzen 7 2700, 16 gigabytes of system memory, a GTX 1660 or an RX 5600, 6 gigabytes of video memory, and again 40 gigabytes of hard drive space. So it doesn't seem like there's any sort of like texture pack or anything like that. But as I said, these games are not particularly GPU taxing. Like, they're not super demanding on the GPU. But with all the different elements on the screen and all the stuff that's going on even off screen that you can't see, your CPU is going to take a massive hit in Company of Heroes games, and in the newer one I expect that to really be no different, as you will just need a powerful CPU and PC overall to be able to run this game. So I'm looking forward to it coming out on November 17th. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a fan of RTSs, I'll definitely be doing a port report for Company of Heroes 3. I remember back on Company of Heroes 2, I ripped into them because of their SLI support back then. I was running two GTX 770s. I had MSI Lightning 770s in SLI, and then later on, it might have been 780s actually, even at that point, because I had 770s, and then I got 780s, and then I had 980s, and then 980 Ti's. So my 980 Ti's were the end of my SLI days, and I'm not looking forward to going back anytime soon. No idea if Company of Heroes 3 will have any SLI issues, but Company of Heroes 2 did. It was pretty bad, honestly, and I made a pretty funny video about it way back in the day, doing an angry rant, old school, back in my apartment in Florida. Those were the days. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I will catch you next time for another video. Peace.